Hello there, and welcome to another Thoughts and Opinions video. Today we will be discussing not the SENRAN KAGURA series, but the Pokemon series as a whole. Well, not really as a whole, but they'll be discussed generation by generation. We'll do generations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In anticipation for the current 8th generation being shown off at the thing on June 5th, basically. So, each Pokemon generation will be discussed by this: characters, story, graphics, and after gameplay. So let's start off, shall we? Today's first generation, which was the original red, blue, and yellow version. A version that I get yellow. How was it? Well, let's just say it was a broken mess. In all honesty, Generation 1 was pretty damn broken, and I don't know how anyone got hooked on that in Generation 1, because if I got Generation 1 as a first game, I probably would have never ever picked up another Pokemon game again, ever. And that's the sad part. But let's check this game. But let's check the game, shall we? How well does it play? Story, there's barely any story there. You're just a 10-year-old kid throwing a trained Pokemon and fill out a Pokedex. And you stop an evil organization called Team Rocket. It's kind of the bare minimum of a 1996 game, to be honest. But that's the 90s. The 90s didn't have much going for it back then. You can't really do much with it. You know what I mean? The gameplay was just underneath. Well, it wasn't as best as it could be, as it is now, basically, but of course that's only through them perfecting it with each generation as they move on and on and on. Each thing that Generation 1 brought to the table was kind of fun, at least. Being a kid, traveling all around the country, defeating 8 different gyms in order to participate in the Pokemon League to defeat 5 trainers at the end. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool, to be honest. What else? There's a bike they made you ride on. They made you get some thing for the Celadon guards, but beyond that, who cares? The graphics were pretty, for what they were back then. They were pretty decent. But nowadays, that they just don't hold up, and they're kind of horrible by today's standards. But that's the way Generation 1 was. My experiences through it weren't really all that great, to be honest. Just there was a lot of broken shit, missing no glitch, things you can do to break and hack the game. I mean, I can even get a level 5 Mew on my game just by exploiting a freaking glitch. And that's the sad part. I don't even have to try. But beyond that, there's really nothing much else here. I could probably sound like a broken record doing that, saying not much else here, not much else here, not much else here. But I'm supposed to be talking about the game. Let's see. I can't do this on the spot, to be honest. But yeah, each thing, what they did with the game was actually pretty decent. Red, blue, and introducing an alternate version yellow to give the best of both experiences, which was kind of a cool thing. Like I said, Generation was a broken mess, the missing no glitch and everything. And then with stuff being broken as hell, like psychic types being completely broken, being weakened to ghost, but it doesn't affect them because of misprogramming. Focus energy having your critical hit rate rather than doubling it. And there was another thing. Oh yeah, why the hell is Charizard weak to ice attacks? Fire should be resistant to that, but oh, they made his weakness back then. It was just bad. And the main part where speed is totally broken to the point where to get a critical hit relied on your speed. So if you got the speed Pokemon, you were set. Stuff like Tauros and Persian and all that shit, they were just pretty broken. But they don't hold up to today's standards. After game, there really wasn't much of an after game, to be honest. I know these games were just the first and a test and just basically what it was in the making, but oh god, I can't believe they came out with that for the first shot. And how did anyone get hooked on that? Well, if any of you are original Gen 1 people that still play the game now today, please tell me why you got hooked on that, because I can't, not for the life of me, understand why anyone would get hooked on that. Like I said, if I got hooked on, like if I got that game as my first ever game, I'd never pick Pokemon up again. But luckily that wasn't my first version, thank God. Yellow was gotten years later when I was a little bit older, and actually was capable of withstanding all that shit. Overall, the game is pretty horrible, ranking it at the sixth place on the freaking board of what generations were the absolute horriblest, and that's 6th place out of 7th. There's only one generation that's worse than this. Only due, like I said, my own experiences on how things were said and done. But I declare Generation 1. Well, I don't declare it just bad. It's bad in my opinion. Other people could actually find enjoyment in that if they can. I would be like I'd be confused as to how, but you know, to each their own, I suppose. But damn, the characters, like I said, there weren't too many of them. Most of them were expanded in the anime, but they didn't have too much personality in this game. You're just, hi, I'm a gym leader, beat me. Okay, you beat me, here's your badge. And your TM. Oh yeah, TMs can only be used once. It's like, okay, I don't know why you need a mechanic like that, but whatever. And you get to the Elite Four, hey, I'm Elite Four, beat me. Oh, you beat me. Hey, there's your rival. And spoilers, he's the champion. I mean, 20 years later, if you didn't know that, that's kind of sad. But Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, there weren't really much going for them on the table, which is why they're the second worst generation for me of all time. I pulled games to a pretty high standards of having good graphics, story, gameplay, characters, and a good aftergame. Only the best of the best can hook me and keep me going. But overall, this would be I would give it a worse score, like a I wouldn't want to say 4 too. It's too low. 6 would be. It's decently playable if you don't mess with the glitches and all stuff, but it's literally really horrible, and it's my second worst generation of all time. So it's 6th place in the meter right now. I think that's all I wanted to say about Generation 1. Does anyone else agree, disagree? Do you think Generation 1 should have been higher up on the rankings? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because these type of videos can only come out if you guys pretty much help out, basically. But that's up to you. I'm not gonna force you to hit the button or anything. Alright, make sure to hit the. If you do like and subscribe, make sure to hit the stupid bell, as YouTube will not notify you otherwise. Which is kind of a dumb little mechanic they made up, but you know, whatever. This has been Thoughts and Opinions with Generation 1 Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. So that's all for now, and until next time, we will discuss Generation 2. Have a good one!